Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Y'all already know, baby. Fight week. Fight week. Fight week. Fight week. Fight week. Fight week. Come on.
Let me tell you what I need.
Let's go.
No beef, no 50, no game.
Yeah. We got Ryan versus Barrios. Gary Antoine Russell. Richardson Hitchens.
No music.
Let's go, 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 let's go.
Let's get ready.
You already know this is Pawn's Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshot himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at this side of heaven. God bless you all. Yeah, baby. Las Vegas, Nevada, this Saturday. Y'all already know, baby. One of the most anticipating fights in the welterweight division. We got Ryan Garcia trying to bounce back after his defeat versus Rolly Romero. This past May in Times Square. Ryan Garcia gets another chance, gets another opportunity to win a world title. That's the only one that was marketed as one of the four kings and stuff like that haven't won a world title. You know what I'm saying? He also, well, not one of part of the four kings, but Virgil Ortiz hasn't won an official world title. He won the interim, but not an official world title yet. But he got probably the best resume right now currently of active fighters in 154-pound division. But Ryan Garcia get another opportunity versus Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios has been in position for quite some time. We got to give a lot of shout out to Mario Barrios, and his team has done a wonderful job in placing him in these great opportunities, man. We got to give a lot of credit to Mario. Hey, yo, let me tell you like this. Mario Barrios' team, they don't get a lot of credit, bro. We got to give a lot of credit to Mario Barrios. Your team. Yo, Mario Barrios, pay-per-view event versus Javonta Tank Davis. Pay-per-view event versus Keith and Tom Thurman. He got the Ugas fight, right? He beat Ugas that beat Manny Pacquiao. He got in the position to fight in the most viewed fight probably in this generation in Netflix, right? In the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul card. He was performing in the Canelo Alvarez versus Jamel Charlo card, right? And he get another opportunity to face, Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. And now, once again, pay-per-view event versus a household name in Ryan Garcia. You got to give a lot of credit to Mario Barrios' team, bro. Mario Barrios, and think about this, folks. Mario Barrios don't even promote himself. He don't talk shit. He don't come up with a villain character to be hated. He's not even out there so people can like him. He got his little San Antonio niche fan base. He lives a family life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the indigenous people. You know what I'm saying? He's a proud indigenous man. He's his wife, beautiful wife, Mrs. Figueroa. Salute to Mario Barrios. He's the Mrs. Figueroa, the sister of Brandon Figueroa and stuff like that. Omar Figueroa. Shout out to the brothers. Yo, you got to give a lot of credit to Mario Barrios' team, bro. Shout out to Bob Santos as well, man. Shout out to everybody that has helped them along the way. PBC, Al Hamon. Any boxing fan in the building, any boxing fan in the building. Shout out to the members. Let's go. Australia's own call in the building. Punch, drum, boxing. Let's go. The boxing, bro. Let's go. Caesar in the building. What's good, man? Smash that like button. Savage in the building. Barrios the most active. Yes. Let's start it off like this. Shout out to all the boxing entities in the sport of boxing. Shout out to the promoters, the networks. Shout out to Turkey Al Sheikh. Shout out to PBC Al Heyman, Tom Brown. Shout out to Top Rank, Bobby Ahrim, Todd the Buff. Shout out to Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Bruno Hopkins. Shout out to Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing, Barry Hearns, Matchroom Boxing. Shout out to every entity. Shout out to my brothers, Big Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to what else? We got a lot of entertainment companies, bro, doing their thing. Shout out to the networks, Amazon Prime, DAZN, everybody, Paramount. Shout out to Dana White, TKO. Let's start it off like that, because the more power entities, the more there's opportunity for fighters out there. And shout out to the promoters abroad. Shout out to Hearn out there in Japan. Shout out to No Limits Promotion. Y'all already know in Australia. Y'all already know, man. Shout out to everybody. Frank Warren. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the boxing content creators, bro, that keep the relevancy and boxing communication and conversation going, no matter if you disagree or agree, if you subscribe or not subscribe, if you a follower, unfollower. Shout out to everybody that has put their work in for the boxing community. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now Eric Gomes in the building. What's good? Man, he go in the building. What's good? Yeah, man. A lot of drama. A drama that I don't like. A drama that it shouldn't never happen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say it like this. Shout out to Virgil Ortiz manager, Richard Nigerian. Shout out to him. I'm gonna tell you something about Rick. Rick is one of the very, very few people in the boxing world. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, in the boxing business that personally have showed me love. Not only just say, yo, you doing good, but has DM'd me in the past, have watched the show, have watched my work, respect my work, you know what I'm saying? Very, very few. And I'm gonna say like this, very, very few has acknowledged and gave me my props. And Rick, Virgil Ortiz manager, is one of those guys that, for real, man, I really genuine respect you, and I got a lot of love for you for that, man. He told me things in what I could be better on, what I keep moving forward, and you know what I'm saying? I really respect that, man. I don't get that from boxing people. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of people, I'm just a drunk with a mic. For a lot of people, we just YouTube boxing content creators. They don't take us serious like that. And there's very, very few that do respect, or there's a very, very few people that do acknowledge you and actually reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? There's other people. I'm going to tell you like this about this community. A lot of people look on. Hey, yo, YouTube is the only place we talk about boxing. They ain't going to be talking about boxing in the base shows on ESPN, Fox, and nothing like that. So all the boxers, boxing personnels, boxing relatives, boxing entourage, you know what I'm saying, business handlers, from promoters to media folks, they all paying attention to this community. They're all paying attention to this community. Don't let them fake you. Don't let these fighters even say, you know, I don't be looking at social media like that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All fighters do, bro. They all on social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. They watching us because they want to listen to what we got to say about them. Because these are the only communities that's actually going to be talking about them. I also want to give a special shout out to Golden Boy Promotion, Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is the only promoter that actually reached out to me once, right? A couple of years ago, and said he liked my work and he would love to come to Punch Drunk Boxing for an interview. And I got that interview from Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is like, he's an icon. And for him to reach out to me, bro, where I'm not gonna say I'm a nobody, but you know what I'm saying, I'm just Punch Drunk Boxing, little channel, don't have a lot of traffic, and he respect my work, and he kept his word, and he gave me a 20 to 25 minute interview, bro. So I got a lot of respect. Another person that hit me up a long time ago when I did a video of when Virgil Ortiz was getting politically ducked by the belt federations. Remember when he was number one rank, I believe it was 2021, 2022 or something like that, when he was the number one ranked fighter in mandatory precision to face Bud Crawford, and they politically moved him down, right? And I did a video about that, and I say, yo, they politically moving Virgil Ortiz. And Virgil Ortiz and especially his dad, they took notice of my content, what I was saying. And even Virgil Ortiz Sr. had reached out to me and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna tell you the details of a conversation and stuff like that. But what I could tell you about that conversation, what I could tell you about the conversation, I'm not gonna tell you the details, but I could tell you about the conversation is that Virgil Ortiz Sr. and Virgil Ortiz family, Virgil Ortiz himself, they have tremendous respect for Oscar de la Hoya. I'm talking about the type of respect that he wouldn't want his son. And this is something that he alluded, not in full details. You know what I'm saying? We hear a lot of people do great things for other people, but that Oscar de la Hoya was there for them when they most needed it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my energy. That's my energy. When yesterday I went live and I said, and I was talking about in reference to loyalty. I'm a person, look, folks, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Let's get a little bit serious here, man. I'm a person that believe in God. I believe in God's timing. I believe that everything has its purpose. I believe that we all are blessed. If we breathe in, we're blessed. I believe that we are all blessed at but most of us don't identify the blessings that we have. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we want something that is not good for us. We looking, the blessing is right here, but we looking over there. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that that God has a great plan for all of us if we can identify the blessings and walk through that path of righteousness and things of that nature. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect. I've been off the rail for a long time, man. But there's been situations where I've identified the blessings and I've been in the position to actually attain those type of blessings and walk towards that blessing because I identify it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I didn't, sometimes I don't. Sometimes a lot of people do, sometimes a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not driven by money. I'm driven by God's purpose. And I'm not, and we all imperfect, but we all genuinely want to do the right thing. We all genuinely want to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm God-fearing. I'm scared. I'm scared. I fear God. I love God, but I fear God. And all I'm saying is that Virgil Ortiz is in a position where all the blessings and the right and the genuine blessings are right there in front of him. Virgil Ortiz right now is the #1 ranked fighter in the 154-pound division. He's in position to fight anybody. He's in position to fight Josh Kelly. He's in position to fight Boots. He's in position to fight the winner of Fundura and Thurman. He's in position to fight Earl Spence. He's in position to fight Charlo. He's in position to fight Xander Zayas. Virgil Ortiz is in power position. He don't need to go off the rail. He don't need to do something unmorally. He don't need to do something that doesn't qualify as principles. He doesn't need none of that. All he needs to do is keep on with the path. There's a use a well-oiled machine. Oscar de la Hoya Golden Boy Promotion has done right by you. Rick Midriel has done right by you. As a team, y'all well-oiled machine. Nothing could come between y'all. Nothing could divide y'all. And what I'm seeing is that sometimes, or most of the time, when something is doing good and something is going great, and y'all generally y'all doing good things, there's going to be an entity out there that see that good thing. There's going to be that entity that want to divide y'all. There's going to be an entity that wants to break y'all apart. There's going to be an entity, there's going to be evil spirit entity that just can't see good things and want to break it apart. That's almost like if you got a family, right? You got a good woman and stuff like that, and there's going to be a little scoochies on the side. Yo quiero ser hombre. I want that man, man. I love the way that he love that woman. I love the way that he's a family man. I love the way that he's a father to his children. I want that. That's just like if you in the hood and you one of the few that make it out the hood, but is doing a lot of things in the community, and you got the car, you got the ladies like you, but then there's other entities that want to rob you, that want to take you, that want to stab you, that want to shoot you, that want to end your life. Just like they do Nipsey, just like they do to other basketball players. They go back to the community, they get shot up. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're walking towards God, the devil just chasing after you, bro. Like I said yesterday, like I keep on saying, God ain't gonna be chasing no damn atheists. So everything that's working good. So we all know there's a saying in life that all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. Money is good. Money is great. Money could save. But all money, it ain't good money. There's money out there that's come from a heart, humanitarian work, and help people around the world. You know what I'm saying? But then there's dirty money. The type of money, if you take it, you may indulge in devilish stuff and things that I need. I know I'm going deep in this. I know I'm going deep. I know it seems like I'm going out of the rims of boxing, but I always say that boxing translates to life itself, that we all live in a 12-round bout, right? But I believe that Virgil Ortiz and his team, if you look at Virgil Ortiz's career, he's in precision. There is no need for this division of Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions, and Virgil Ortiz manager, and Virgil Ortiz suing Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. There ain't no need for that. Something is happening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a damn what nobody tells me. I don't give a damn what paper. I don't give a damn what court paper. I don't give a damn what black ink is in that white paper. There's something going on out here, and there's some snakish shit that's going on in the sport of boxing. And no entity can tell me, yo, punch on boxing. You just a drunk with a mic. You don't know nothing. No. I ain't no dummy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not no dummy. I'm not no dummy. Can't tell me that 2 months ago, Virgil Ortiz was having an interview and was praising Oscar De La Hoya, praising Golden Boy Promotions, and saying great things. You can't tell me that what Virgil Ortiz Sr. told me a long time ago about what Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions has done for them, that you can't erase that. You can't tell me. But you could tell him, but I know there's certain things in the sport of boxing that's waving. There's new money, swimming in the sport of boxing. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stand on my square, 10 toes down, and what my gut feeling is, and what my intellect is telling me. I don't need nobody to tell me what punch. You don't understand. You got to read the court papers. You don't understand that they start. No. Get that shit out of here. No. There's always going to be some entity that's trying to break a good thing from happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this since day one, and a lot of people know, if you're a hardcore boxing fan, that boxing is a gangster's playground. Gangsters, I'm going to tell you like this. Boxing got the most snakes than any other community, any other zoo, any other forest, whatever you want to call it. You got to swim with the sharks. You can't have no emotions. You can't have no feelings. If you're trying to look for loyalty in the sport of boxing, you're looking for the wrong. You're in the wrong place. This is the backstabs of all backstabs. This is what they say. This is where you slither with the snakes. Got to swim with the sharks. A bunch of gangsters and a bunch of lawyers that don't give a damn. But when you see something genuine, when you see loyalty in the sport of boxing, you could see it right there. You don't even get to, man, that shit is kind of odd. Loyalty is Anthony Joshua with Eddie Hearn. That's loyalty. Man, Anthony Joshua couldn't make money without Eddie Hearn a long time ago. A lot of these entities, they can make money without these people. I see a lot of unloyalty happening in the sport of boxing. I see when fighters reach to a pinnacle and stuff like that, they change trainers. Now we don't need this trainer. Forget about that 10%. Yeah, I'm getting this big deal, and this trainer that have been working his ass off and been investing in you and stuff like that. Then he don't get that. You get a $5 million contract or $5 million purse fight. Damn, finally this guy's gonna live off. Hey, yo, let me tell you like this. If you ask any gym, do you know that the divorce rate when it comes to trainers, a lot of these wives be divorcing their trainers, their husband. A lot of these trainers has put more time into their fighter than their own kids, than their own women. Ask any trainer that owns a gym, a boxing trainer that owns a gym. Ask them about their relationship. Ask them about their relationship with their kids. And then come find out years later, but it's now to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Viene este boxer y se lo quita y se lo da a otro que no hizo nada. Ladies and gentlemen, we found out that Matchroom Boxing got a new deal. And when I read that, I'm like, man, good for Matchroom Boxing. But now I understand. Now I understand why yesterday we have, that Virgil Ortiz got a deal on the table, an offer on the table for $12 million. Let's go back. Yeah, people can say, yeah, I'm a drunk with a mic, whatever y'all want to call it. Man, who are you, Punch? You're just a YouTuber. You don't know shit. All right. I don't know nothing. The filing says that Ortiz was offered a 3-fight deal from Matchroom, which included an April 18th date against Jerome Boost Ennis. The guaranteed Ortiz $12 million and could have been worth $20 million. Ortiz was also offered a deal by another promoter that would have guaranteed him $16 million plus upside-based tickets and pay-per-view sales. Who's that other promoter? How much you want to bet that other promoter was probably Sufa? TKO. Which other promoter right now is going to offer Virgil Ortiz $16 million guaranteed, ladies and gentlemen? Can you tell me? It ain't going to be Bob Arum. And they're not going to be Top Rank. They don't even got a network deal. So it's not going to be them. Top Rank is not signing no fighters right now. It's not going to be PBC. They in court with Flo Mayweather. It's not going to be them. It's not going to be Frank Warren. It's not going to be the people in Japan. It's not going to be as promoter. Who's the other promoter is going to be that's offering the $16 million to Virgil Ortiz? And this is what I mean. We don't got to look too far. Suffer, whatever you want to call it. We ain't got to look too far. We're not dumb out here. This is self-explanatory. This is common sense. The other promoter, another promoter, the $16 million that was offered, we know who it was. But you just telling me that a couple of months ago or several months ago that we was listening to the potential. Give me a second. Let me get this thing out of the way. When they was talking about reporting or rumored or whatever, that Virgil Ortiz and Jerome Boost Ennis, they would have fought for $6 million a piece. You understand that Virgil manager on Twitter said when he was going back and forth with another Twitter account holder, saying that, Virgil Ortiz got $4 million plus versus Madrimov and Boachuk. The Golden Boy promotion can't give $3 million guaranteed. They going backwards. You know what I'm saying? He already been making more money than that. Virgil Ortiz was not going to get more than $6 million versus. Remember, even Rick was like, "Oh, give us $10 million and a lot of people was like, $10 million, man. Where you gonna get the $10 million from?" Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya said that they was working on the deal. They both agreed on the 60-40 deal. Eric Goldman just said that we could give the $3 million guarantee to Virgil Ortiz. So where is this $12 million, $20 million coming from? All of a sudden, a fight that they was going to get no more than $6 million a piece. All of a sudden, whoa, wow, $20 million out of nowhere. And then today, I'm reading. Today, I'm reading that, oh, shit. Matchroom Boxing just locked the deal. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. DAZN and Matchroom Boxing Inc. 5-year extension. Matchroom and DAZN continue their relationship for the time being. Oh, wow. What? This is great timing. So all of a sudden, Virgil Ortiz gets a $20 million offer, $12 million guarantee, or $20 million offer from Matchroom Boxing. We all know that he's still under contracts or disputing it with Golden Boy Promotions. Common sense tells me, common sense just got to tell me that there's people colluding behind the scenes to put Virgil Ortiz in position to look at his contract and tell Golden Boy Promotions, you breached the contract. Just 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Virgil Ortiz said he's very, very happy with Golden Boy Promotion and Oscar De La Hoya. What changed? What changed, ladies and gentlemen? What changed? All these years, since Virgil Ortiz was a team, all these years, perfect. They like family. Golden Boy Promotion, Oscar De La Hoya, Virgil Ortiz Jr., all of them like family. What happened 2 months ago? Who is it? New money. How much? $20 million. Oh, really? Oh, really? But that person can't be part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. He said, go to boy will run you down homeless. Canelo didn't leave for no. Yeah. Canelo Alvarez did leave for a reason. There's a reason why people do leave. Because they leave while they're in position. When the person gets you in the position, when the person gets you the melons, and the fake melons, and the injected back and ejected ass, and the fake lips, and then they want to go through the next man and stuff like that. They build you from ground up. That's the coincidence. People want you to believe that the coincidence is, damn, yo, Punch, why does it seem like everybody got a problem with Golden Boy Promotion and Oscar De La Hoya? Why does it seem that everybody got a problem? Damn, that's the coincidence. Damn, that's the common denominator. The common denominator that's Oscar De La Hoya is sleeping on the wheel, or Oscar De La Hoya is the guy that has the issues. Why don't these mother effers go and sue Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions when they on the come up? Huh? If he's so bad, why don't these guys leave Golden Boy Promotions and Oscar De La Hoya when these guys probably got 15 fights and they be like, you know what, I don't like this. Oh no, we're not getting money. Oh no, we're not getting world titles. Oh man, we're not in position. The common denominator is that once the Oscar De La Hoya, the golden one, put you in a position in which you look attractive to everybody, ahora se van, el malagradecido, ungrateful son of a bitches. Y eso es lo que es. No somos locos aquí. We're not crazy. We're not dumb. That's the common denominator. Why they don't leave in 15 fights? Why they don't leave when they rank number 16? Why they don't leave when they still getting thousands of dollars? Oh, when Oscar De La Hoya finally got you in a position in which when you invest on something and now it's time that, oh shit, now we about to get this shit real rolling. Now we're gonna be real stars. Now we're gonna be international superstars. Now those 7 figures to 8 figures. Y ahora, oh, let's sue Oscar De La Hoya and go to the promotion. Let's leave. Here's a breach of contract. There's problems going on. Mentira, that's a lie. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. That's like if your woman is telling you, ay, me gusta, me canta, I love my man. I love him. He's so good. He's a great father. He provides. He does everything. He put me up here. He me trata como una reina. And then in 2 months, te dice, vamos a take the child support. Tú eres mierda. You haven't done nothing for me. And stuff like that. Me voy de aquí. Yeah, porque el otro hombre tiene más dinero. Y el otro hombre le está ranca. And then they leave. Deja esa vaina. Deja. We're not dumb around here. It's the same pattern. Yo, but when Oscar De La Hoya, when Canelo Alvarez left, shut the hell up. Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion secure Canelo Alvarez, the biggest contract and the most lucrative contract in the history of the 100+ year sport of boxing. El problema de Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion, was that, hey, yo, the new whispers, the new people in the ear, hey, yo, my brother, mira, damn, you just locked in an 11-fight deal, 250-something mil. At this point, you don't need Oscar De La Hoya. You don't need Golden Boy Promotion. Are you willing to give him 20 to 25 promotional percentage? You don't need to promote Canelo. Canelo, you have reached the top. But you know what I'm saying? You come with us and we go give you empowerment and stuff like that. You don't need that. He's strategically, you can't get a fight with this one. With Billy Joe Saunders, they're not gonna let Canelo. They don't approve the Canelo versus the Billy Joe Saunders fight, or this particular fighter or this particular fighter. Oh my God, Canelo was mad. I want to leave. I want to break my deal. I didn't read the contract. I didn't read. They told me that it was gonna be this, but it's not gonna be that. Deja la mierda. We're not stupid. Then he leaves, and then he stays with Matchroom, and then fight the likes of Billy Joe Saunders. And who was there to pick it up? Who was there to pick it up, ladies and gentlemen? Who did Canelo Alvarez started doing business with after he left with Golden Boy Promotions? Anybody in the chat? Put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know stupid. I could be drunk. I'm in tequila. I'm in the moonshine. Put it in the chat. Put in the chat. With who Oscar de la Hoya? I'm sorry. With who Canelo Alvarez? When he all of a sudden Oscar de la Hoya is unloyal. All of a sudden Oscar de la Hoya is doing something bad for Canelo Alvarez. And with who he went with? Canelo. Dilo in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Put in the chat. Para que lo veja la gente. Put in the chat. Dave Fernandez in the building. Well, who Canelo Alvarez went? Now I want somebody to put it in the chat before I say it, so they won't be like, so I can repeat after you, so they won't say that I'm the one that those don't know nothing. I'm creating something. I'm creating a narrative or something like that. Somebody please put it in the chat. Well, who Canelo Alvarez went after he tried to sue the DAZN and Canelo Alvarez and Oscar de la Hoya? Who he went with? Who you went with? Al, can you help me out? Is it frozen? Is the chat frozen? Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Dave Fernandez. Thank you, Dave Fernandez, my friend. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you very much. Matchroom boxing. Matchroom boxing. Y ahora esto, mira, mi gente, y esto. Where's Virgil Ortiz going now? Where? Explícame, mi gente. Where's Virgil Ortiz going now? Oh, right there. Oh, right there. Look who's about. Oh, look right there. Hay problem. And mira quién están ahí in the wing waiting. Who's in the wing waiting? Who's in the wing waiting? Hey, man, don't worry, we're going to do this. Don't worry. Do this, do that. Tell your attorneys to do this, tell your attorney to do that. I got everything covered. Bang, we good. Who's waiting in the wing? Who's waiting in the wing, ladies and gentlemen? Ay, lady, I don't gotta read no nothing. I don't gotta read no damn court papers y toda esa vaina. I don't gotta read none of that. He said Oscar's a crook, man. Look at the Ryan fight promo. You guys don't understand. Look at them hablando. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid if you think that Oscar de la Hoya is a crook. You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid. This is not about pushing narratives, man. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. Let's keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. Esto no dice que Oscar de la Hoya is a crook. Oscar de la Hoya don't need to steal from nobody. Oscar de la Hoya is the only promoter that you know what I'm saying, build his company all blood, sweat, and tears. Ain't no promoter that can understand these fighters more than Oscar de la Hoya. Ese tigre no le va a robar a ninguno. Canelo Alvarez is not going to rob none of these fighters. Canelo got nothing to prove to these fighters. I'm sorry. Oscar de la Hoya got nothing to prove to these fighters. Oscar de la Hoya not going to rob none of these fighters. He doesn't need to do this. They all do the same. They want a PBC. Once he put you in position. Once he put Danny Silva Garcia in a position. Adrian Broner in precision. Deontay Wilder in precision. Canelo Alvarez eventually in precision. Ryan Garcia in the precision. Ahora Virgil Ortiz in precision. Se lo dejan todo. So come mierda. Bro. There's going to be people in the chat that don't want to get it. They don't want to get it because they want to stick within a YouTube narrative. Grown-ass fucking men out here, bro. Don't even understand what the fuck is going on around here when the shit is right in front of your face. But how much you want to bet if you translate what's going on into your own respective lives, that's when you're going to understand what the fuck is going on. Translate what's going on in your respective lives. Let's say that you the promoter and your wife is Virgil Ortiz. And you do everything for these people. You bring her up. You build her up. Le da trabajo. Le da dinero. You provide. And she's telling the whole world that she's happy. Y viene el otro que tiene probably más dinero. With promises. And you already know that, ay. Pero vea que hay more money, pero ese bonito también. Yo, that's like home wreckers, right? A dude could be a home wrecker. Or a girl could be a home wrecker. That's the same shit. That's the same shit what's going on. Virgil Ortiz, Golden Boy Promotions, his manager Rick, they all was working in all cylinders. Virgil Ortiz is the #1 fighter in the 154-pound division without even having a world title. They done a hell of a job. All of them had done a hell of a job. I respect Rick. I respect Oscar. I respect Eric Gomez. I respect Virgil Sr., Virgil Jr. You guys know what the fuck I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Give me the benefit of the doubt and the respect for that. For me acknowledging and me identifying what the hell is going on, whether you like it or not. Whether y'all like it or not. The manager has to do a job. His job is to seek the best opportunity financially for his fighter. I get it. I ain't knocking Rick for that. I'm not knocking Virgil Ortiz, a manager, for that. And I'm not knocking Oscar De La Hoya for doing the business and trying to seek a promotional deal, but he knows that his big chip, his big bargaining chip to secure that deal is Virgil Ortiz. And it is Virgil Ortiz's job that the two identities that's representing him is to look, I succeed with you. I got love for you, Rick, but I got love for you, Oscar De La Hoya. We are a successful team, man. Let's all sit at the table right now, bro, because there's going to be a bunch of entities that's going to break us apart. Yeah, there's going to be mad money, but the way that we going, we're going to make the money. How about, shout out to the DAZN, but how about those $20 million that's facilitating through Matchroom Boxing? How about that $20 million that's facilitated to Virgil Ortiz? How about the DAZN give those $20 million or those funds to facilitate through Virgil Ortiz instead of going through the other way and giving it to Matchroom Boxing, so then to make Matchroom Boxing give a deal to fucking Virgil Ortiz and try to cut Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions out? We not fucking stupid out here. I hate when I make sense. Because in the sport of boxing, when you make sense and you got a fucking mic like this, that's when the fucking punch on boxing get blackballed. But I can't help it, bro. I can't help it. I got to keep it real, bro. I can't help myself. I can't help it. And all they could do, they're going to cut the clip and say, this guy just loud. This guy don't know what he's talking about. Who is this guy? He's not in the business of boxing. He's not this. Y'all don't know what the fuck I've been reading. Y'all don't know who the fuck I know. You don't know who the hell I've been talking to. They trying to cut him out. This ain't about being biased, Oscar De La Hoya or Golden Boy Promotions. This is bias of loyalty. This is law. This is bias of righteousness. This is bias to genuineship. This is bias to a team that I respect from day one, and the way that they've been building Virgil Ortiz's career respectfully, honorably, morally, is getting an evil entity, not an evil entity, but that evil spirit of trying to break something that's doing good and trying to divide it. They know what the fuck I'm talking about. Pero ¿quién soy yo? A punch on boxing that only got 60 people looking on. They can't pitch the fucking nerves of somebody else. It's easy to block me. It's easy to turn me off. They know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, let me put this on. So Virgil, shout out to Virgil's manager. I got a lot of respect for him. Got a lot of respect. We don't have to agree on everything, but I got a lot of respect for him. This is what he said about my take, what I'm saying right now, and what I'm saying and what I said yesterday. I know y'all can't see it. Let me read it for y'all. That's the best I could do because it was a long message. Give me a second. Mr. Moonshine, you are so far off, it's sad. Don't be that guy. Call it how it is. I am calling it how it is. You have all you need in black and white. Just read it. It's very simple. No conspiracy or junk you're insinuating at all. Read the filed statements and court papers yesterday. They created and did their own breaches. Real effort was made and denied and met with real threats. Offered BS money and terms and told to take it or leave it, bypassing contractual clear rights. Lied about making deals, threatened to take this or else, slander other people to do business with, never follow contract or close. Save all that and call it how it is. Funny, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to negotiate. Told to stand down. Told they know how to get max money. Told I'm bad. Told I'm blocking the fight, etc. How's that theory looking now? 16 million to 20 million from multiple offers with terms and conditions that blow our take it or leave it offer away by well over 11 million. Now you tell me unbiased who is who and what is what. Loyalty and respect and honesty run both ways. Read that again. A real manager, not these fake ass coaches and dads and drunk uncles that lie to fighters and ass kissing yes men, is doing the real job right in front of our eyes in the trenches. And you want to make excuses for what you should be making a case for someone doing their job when most in the same position would cave in, be intimidated, be scared, and not know what to do. Buckle and run. Management matters. When the dust settles soon, remember the ones that stayed 100, as they are rare in this sport. Like in boxing, you can't fake it in the ring. You will get exposed, and the same goes for outside the ring with the real ones. Bottom line, just move with the right intentions. God will do the rest. Don't pull the gun out on someone unless you're going to use it. That's what Virgil Ortiz, manager, Rich, wrote to me. I'm gonna say it again. Rich knows I respect him to the fullest. I think he's one of the best managers in the sport of boxing, and his job is to seek the best deal and the most lucrative deal for his client. Put more money in his pocket, and also put more money into Rick's pocket, because that's the way that it goes. A manager is also seeking a deal for themselves as well. That's the name of the game as well, because they made their investments. So of course, the more money I could see for my fighter, the more percentage I get. Let's not take that out of the equation. I respect that. It's a business in the end of the day. I respect that. It's a business at the end of the day. You invest on one fighter, they hire you. You tell me all the managers is doing the same thing. Keith Connolly would do the same thing. Bill Haney would do the same thing. Rich would do the same thing. Richard Schaefer would do the same thing. Any manager would do the same thing. Shit, if I could get my fighter $5 million, I'm gonna get 20 to 25% of that. So yes, I'm making a deal also for my benefit as well. So let's not get that out of the equation. Let's stop act like these managers or promoters is making straight up deals for their fighters because they love them so much and I want them to get the best. No, you're getting a percentage. I dare any manager say, hey, yo, I'm getting this deal for you. Don't give me nothing. I just worked it out for you. No. Right? So let's add that to the equation. It's not Rick's, and this is what I'm saying. It's not Rick's job to look out for Golden Boy Promotions. Now, of course, there's going to be fighters that come and go, and more managers would rather have that relation with that promotional company, because when they have a fighter, another fighter that's coming up, They want to do business with that promotional company in which they do. At the end of the day, a lot of these things is business. They sue each other and stuff like that. But boxing is a small community, and where eventually you see these guys working again. Just like you see the hiccups between Keith Connolly and Eddie Hearn, they would have to work with each other again. You seen Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. You see Matchroom. You seen Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum, Al Heyman and Oscar De La Hoya. And they eventually, they go to court. They do this. They look like they go into war. They work again. That's the nature of the beast. That's the nature of the beast. I understand that. I don't have no ill will to Rick saying what he said. But also Rick, when somebody try to throw me under the bus, this is what Rick said to that person. Following that a message, somebody tells Rick, he's a drunk, don't take notice. This is what Rick replied while somebody was trying to diss me. Virgil manager goes, he's not drunk. He's actually a very intelligent journalist and does great content and research most often. He deserves a real show on a large platform. He's just trying to show loyalty to someone that has been good to him. That's all. Does not excuse what really took place. Like us all. He will figure out what to do. Let me read it again. This is what Rick said about me. He's not drunk. He's actually a very intelligent journalist and does great content and research most often. He deserves a real show on a large platform. He's just trying to show loyalty to someone that has been good to him. That's all. That's all. Does not excuse what really took place. Like us all, he will figure out what to do. And this is what I'm trying to say. May I be right? Could I be wrong? Do I know the details? There's certain things that, because common sense, sometimes you don't need the details for common sense. Whether people like it or not, you sometimes don't need all the information to believe in your gut feeling. Put it this way. I'll break it down like this. I believe in God, right? I mean, again, I could translate this to, I'm gonna give you another example. I'm gonna give you this example, and I think that a lot of people are gonna relate to this example, right? And when I was just trying to say that I don't need full details to comprehend something. I don't need all the details to understand what's going on. I don't need a full picture for me to conclude something. Just like if somebody says, Punch, do you believe in God? And I say, yeah. Can you show it? Can you show him? Can you show me God? I can't actually show you that, right? I can't, but I believe in God. Have I seen God before? I haven't seen God before, but do I believe in God? See, it's almost like, yeah. So I don't need to see God to believe in him. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm not loyal to what he's trying to say is he's loyal. What he's trying to say in this, right? What Rick is trying to say in this, when he says, give me a sec. He said he's just trying to show loyalty to someone that he's been good to him. He's trying to say that I'm trying to show my loyalty to Oscar De La Hoya because Oscar De La Hoya has been good to me. That's what he's trying to say. In all reality, Rick has been good to me in terms of giving me pointers, showing me love, showing me, just like he showed me love right there. Rick been telling me that for years, bro. Rick been telling me that for years, bro. I tell you, there's very, very few people that's truly has given me my props when I'm like, I ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody be listening to me, nobody take me serious. I just do content, right? Rick been consistently saying, yo, he's a supporter, bro. Oscar De La Hoya being who he is, acknowledge my work. I'm loyal to y'all. Rick, I'm loyal to y'all. I'm giving y'all the benefit of the doubt to work this out. It's not that I'm loyal to, I appreciate your acknowledgement. And I appreciate Oscar De La Hoya's acknowledgement. And I've appreciated Virgil Ortiz Sr.'s acknowledgement. My energy or my anger towards this situation is because you guys together are a powerhouse. You don't need the new money. You can make the new money. They need you. You don't need them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm loyal to that team. I'm loyal to that family structure that y'all had. I'm loyal to that. I'm loyal to the information that was told me what Oscar De La Hoya has done for Virgil and his family. And I'm loyal to the part that what you have done to represent the Virgil Ortiz family. And I could see the collude. I could see it. And nobody could tell me that I'm out of my mind. My brother Rich, you cannot tell me I'm out of my mind. I know what's going on. I don't need to know the details of what's going on. And this deal with Matchroom Boxing, the news, it just put more of a dent to what I believe. It is. So all of a sudden now there's news. See, Eddie Hearn had an interview today. Shout out to Eddie Hearn, one of the best promoters in the sport of boxing, probably the best vocally promoter in the sport of boxing worldwide. Eddie Hearn has done a wonderful job. And again, this is a business, right? I don't fault anybody. There's a lot of fighters that, when the chip falls, there's another promoter that's gonna pick it up. If it is not Eddie Hearn, it's going to be somebody else. If it's not Eddie Hearn, it's going to be Dana White. If it's not Eddie Hearn, it's going to be PBC. If it's not Eddie Hearn, it's going to be Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Just like when another fighters fall off from Matchroom Boxing, he's here to pick it up. Just like when, Ben Whitaker's going to be he's going to be free agent from Boxer. Guess what? Eddie Hearn going to pick him up. Oh shit, there's hiccups going on with Golden Boy promotion and Canelo Alvarez. Eddie Hearn gonna pick that up. Oh, man, PBC, he got an opportunity to snatch Canelo Alvarez away from Eddie Hearn. Boom, they're gonna snatch that up. Eddie Hearn snatch him right back up. We understand this in the sport of boxing. This is a business. I understand that. I do not have a problem, not even with the nature of the beast. I just feel like this situation, y'all dividing up like this for a Boots fight? Oh, I want to see Virgil versus Boots. But Virgil is not in position. Virgil is not in position to sell out. Virgil is not in position to act like he don't got nothing on the table. Virgil is in position as the top dog in the 154-pound division, the most stacked division in the sport of boxing. And the business is going to come to you. And the real, genuine money is going to come to you. You understand? That's what I'm saying. If the DAZN has $16 or $20 million to invest in Virgil Ortiz, why not invest in the people that build him? Virgil Ortiz, why don't ask that question to the DAZN people? Shout out to the DAZN. 16, $20 million. Wow. And I'm still going to be on the DAZN. Eddie Hearn ain't had that kind of money just several couple of months ago for me. Eddie Hearn ain't had that type of money. Why don't y'all give, if Virgil is this hot ticket, then appreciate the people that build that hot ticket. why should Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz have a problem with Golden Boy Promotions? Why they should leave while they was getting billed and go to somebody? That's a selo a Eddie. Give it to Eddie. I like Eddie Hearn, but I'll give it to Eddie. No, the zone. That's a selo. That's a selo Golden Boy Promotion. Fun Golden Promotion para que se lo dé a ese tigre. So, again, let me get this thing right here. Give me a sec. Let's read this. Let's read the court paper a little bit, man. I know this is a little bit boring and stuff like that because at the end of the day, the boxing fans just want to see the fight. They don't give a damn what they don't give a damn. There's more people that don't give a damn about the business of boxing. I mean, people just want to see the fight, and I get it. People just want to see the fight. I want to see the fight too, right? I want to see the fight too. All right. Edward McCarthy declared as follows. I am the chief operating officer of the Zone Group. The fact that stated herein are personally known to me, and if called as witness, I could and will testify to them under oath. I offer this declaration in opposition to Golden Boy Promotions emergency motions for temporary restraining order. Number one, Zone is a global sports streaming service with millions of worldwide users, although the zones offering vary by territory. In the United States is the best known for carrying boxing. Two, the Zone has been in the U.S. market since 2018. Since that time, Golden Boy Promotions has been a party to the series' exclusive distribution agreements with the Zone, wherein the Zone had the right to be the sole broadcasters of boxing event promoted by Golden Boy Promotions in the United States. As part of this agreement, the Zone provided Golden Boy Promotions with an annual budget for events to be agreed and air persuade to the terms of the relevant long-term distribution agreement. Three, notably, Golden Boy Promotions was not the Zone's sole provider of boxing events. The various agreement between Golden Boy Promotions and the Zone did not restrict the Zone from airing events from other promoters. The Zone has therefore since worked with a number of other promoters, including Matchroom Boxing, Queensbury Promotions, Misfits Boxing, and Most Valuable Promotions. For the Zone, most recent long-term distribution contract with Golden Boy Promotion expired on December 31st, 2025. Despite the Zone's offer to extend such long-term distribution contract, the new long-term agreement was finalized and agreed. Since January 1st, 2026, there has not been a long-term broadcast distribution relationship between the Zone and Golden Boy Promotions. Although the Zone aired a Golden Boy promoted event on January 16th and has contracted to distribute a show on March 14th. These events are one-off shows, and the parties have no commitments to each other beyond those specific events in the agreement dated. So if they don't have, of course, a deal in play, then that could be a breach of contract. Virgil Ortiz could say that's a breach of contract. You don't have a deal. You're not in negotiations for a new long-term deal. I gotta get out. That's a breach of contract. You don't have a deal, so I gotta get out. Basically, right? You don't have a deal, Golden Boy Promotions. You're doing one-offs, right? And if you don't got a deal and I'm your fighter, I gotta go. That's why Virgil Ortiz, Ryan Garcia, when they asked him, this is your last fight with Golden Boy Promotions, he said, kind of. Not kind of. What was the word, the actual word that Ryan Garcia used in reference to if he's a free agent? Give me a second. Let's choose the right words. Give me a second. Let me see if I got it right here. On the top. Boom. Give me a sec.
I am after this. Oh boy. I am, after this fight, I'll be sort of a free agent.
Okay.
I'll be after this fight sort of a free agent. Sort of a free agent is, you know, he's going to be fighting this week. Golden Boy Promotion has not locked in a deal. Why would Golden Boy Promotions, why would they lock a deal for Golden Boy Promotions and Virgil Ortiz and Ryan Garcia is going to be free? This is strategic, ladies and gentlemen. This is strategic, and we're not stupid. I feel sorry. I'm not. You can't even feel sorry. This is boxing. This is the business of boxing. It is what it is. They playing Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions dirty. There's a new entity. They strategically Xing out Golden Boy Promotions, in my opinion. And if nobody could see that, if y'all can't see that, he said Golden Boy Promotions moving to Swerve TV, bro, has just signed a deal. Look it up. Hopefully. But they trying their best. The powers that be is trying their best, man. They trying their best. Well, what type of deal was that, though? You know, it's business, never personal. I get it. It's business, never personal. I know it's business, never personal. But some situations, they have done personal things that's beyond the business. And that's what you got to value. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you do business, but it goes, certain things go beyond the business. And those are the things that nobody sees that you should value as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? There's certain things, yeah, you could do business with somebody, but there's also personal things that is done that nobody knows, that's not on paper, that honorably, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people that has done favors in your life, you know? There's other people that looked out for you when nobody look out for you. There's certain situations in life that, and then you go into business with these people sometimes, you know what I'm saying? When you get back on your feet, you do business, but you don't forget. It's just being honorable, bro. Honorable will take you a long way, man. Being righteous. Dios mira todo. God see everything. I know a lot of people don't believe in God. I know a lot of people do believe in God. I know there's people don't have conscience. I know people that do. I know in the sport of boxing, you got to have this thick skin. You got to, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like snake them before they snake you. Pause. It's a matter of time. This is a pimp and hoe game. We understand that. But let me tell you like this in the sport of boxing. In the sport of boxing, when you do find that real, genuine friendship, businessship, relationship, when you find that real one, hold on to it, bro. Hold on to it. Because it's very, very few in the sport. And anybody listen to what I'm saying right now about what I just said about very, very few in the sport of boxing. Very, very few. Hold on to that, man. Because in the sport of boxing, especially for fighters, listen up. If you're a fighter, if you're personnel, you know, relations with fighters, affiliated with these fighters, right? In boxing, you could be today hottest commodity. The stock is all the way up. But when you lose, man, no stock in any other sport drops down the way that it does on like boxing. You could be Teofimo Lopez headlining Madison Square Garden, sold out arena. You lose in boxing, you may be back in the Hulu Theater. You may be back in an auditorium. That's boxing. That's why a lot of people in the sport of boxing, they walk on eggshells. What's good? What's good? Caesar gifted 5 Punch Wrong Boxing membership. Let's go. Cesar, good looking now. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Allowing people to support the channel. A lot of people to get some insight, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Bang Boogie in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, man. Yo, Punch, this happens all the time in boxing. Oscar made a move too when he left Top Rank with Bob. Did everything for him too. Is boxing. Everyone trying to get paid. No, I get it. I know it's boxing. You know, sometimes when you know more than probably what you should know, more people on the surface wouldn't understand what I'm saying, right? AJ and Eddie Hearn, they're very loyal. AJ is loyal to Eddie Hearn. AJ don't have to. Yo, even AJ said in the interview when he resigned his contract, he said, "I don't have to give the 20%. I don't have to. I'm in a position." Remember, AJ, he owns a management company too that manage fighters. He don't have to be signed to Matchroom Boxing but he's grateful. He's grateful. Good looking out. Good looking out with the $2 super chat. Good looking out, my brother. Nah, not like that, bang, bang. Not like that, my brother. But yeah, man. I always think about that situation that what Dave Chappelle had with Comedy Central when they offered him $50 million and he skipped that $50 million. Hey, Punch, you too, some loyalty doesn't have a price. I understand, man. I just think that Virgil Ortiz is in position, man. He's in position to call it. He's in position. There's certain times where people do sell out because they're desperate. Sometimes they sell out because they need to take care of their family, and it's understood. Some people sell out when they get caught and they snitch and become an informant. And that is effed up. You remember the movie John Q when he was sending his son while he was when he was sick in the hospital bed, and he was going, and when he was about to give up, when he was about to kill himself so he could give his heart to his son, and he said, so, you know, if you gotta sell out here and there, do it. Don't be stupid like your father. Virgil Ortiz is not in position to take in any unrighteous money, any unrighteous situation, any unmorally. He's not in position to snake nobody. He's not in a position he's not in position to do that. Because he's in position that the right and the genuine and the righteous offer will be right there on the table. You understand? There's certain people that they don't have those opportunities. Virgil got that opportunity. Virgil is the #1 fighter in the most lucrative division in the sport of boxing. Virgil Ortiz is the top dog in the money-making division right now. Devin Haney is trying to move to the 154-pound division, calling Xander Zayas. Xander Zayas got a Puerto Rican fan. Jamel Charlo trying to come back to the 154-pound division. Texas. Earl Spence is coming back to the 154-pound division. Keith one-time Thurman. Fondura. Josh Kelly could have a stadium fight. Conor Ben. Man, there's so many. Virgil Ortiz does not have to take in unrighteous offers. There's $20 million for me right now. Ay, ya yo sé. Hey, yo, Oscar, tenemos 20 millones aquí, gracias de lo mío. Hey, yo, give my guy, I'm coming with my team. Hey, yo, Rick, there's $20 million offer. There's $20 million for us. There's $20 million. There's $20 million on the table. Oh, you're going to give me that, but don't bring him in? Nah, get out of here. Hey, yo, Punch, if you play dominoes, you know all money is not good money. No, it is. You know, I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. Now I understand how they got to $16 to $20 million. That new deal. Wow. Now I get it. But Eddie Hearn had a recent interview where and they asked him, he didn't want to answer the question about the offer of the $16-20 million. Let me see if I can find that interview right quick. See if I can find that interview right quick so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. He didn't want to talk about that. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Give me a second. Kind of weird. Let's see. Let's see where we at. Let's see where we at. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me see if we can find that. The Virgil Ortiz, when he's talking about Virgil Ortiz, man, they just playing this come on, when you talking about Virgil Ortiz, I don't want all this Dana White clips. There you go.
I can't really give you a complete answer on that. I know that, you know, Vergil has, I believe, his issues to come to a head with Golden Boy, I think, on Friday. We want to make the fight. We don't really mind how it's made, but we will do it within the rules. But I think on Friday we'll get a much clearer picture of what's possible. As I've said before, and I'll say it again, Boots and Virgil are the number one, number two, 154 pounders in the world. I mean, Josh Kelly might not be too happy, but he's right on their tails. And it's time to find out who the best is. And for me, that's the best fight in boxing. So I hope we can find a way somehow to keep everybody happy and get it over the line.
As a Matchroom offered Virgil a sort of contract, there's rumours of a 3-fight contract maybe that you've offered. Is there anything that you can tell us in regards to that?
No, because we have to wait for the decision to unfold. And, you know, there's been conversations. I mean, look, you know, Rick Mirrigan is obviously the manager and you've got the lawyer there who's, you know, there've been conversations with a number of people, not just Matchroom. I mean, Virgil Ortiz is one of the best fighters.
They asked him about the three fight deal. Would you answer that? He said no. Why not? It's already out there. Why he didn't answer to that deal? Why he didn't answer to that question? Let me put it against him. Let me so y'all can hear it again. He didn't answer that. That was kind of that. That's what I was waiting for the whole day. That's what I was waiting for the whole day, because nobody confirmed it. Have Oscar De La Hoya confirmed the $16 million, the $16 to $20 million deal? Has Eddie Hearn confirmed it? No. Hold on. Listen again. Listen to the question. They'll ask him.
We can find a way somehow to keep everybody happy and get it over the line.
As a Matchroom offered Virgil a sort of contract, there's rumours of a 3-fight contract maybe that you've offered. Is there anything that you can tell us in regards to that?
No, because we have to wait for the decision to unfold. And, you know, there's been conversations. I mean, look, you know, Rick Mirrigan is obviously the manager and you've got the lawyer there who's, you know, he's had conversations.
No, there's only been conversations with the manager. He said no. What's going on here, folks? Is this a genuine offer? Is he really getting offered the $16-20 million? Has Eddie Hearn confirmed this? They wait until Friday. They sign an extension. Okay. Nice. All right. Okay. Hanging in the wing, right? Just like they was hanging in the wing when Canelo Alvarez had that situation, that problem that Canelo Alvarez had with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion, that all of a sudden he became unloyal. Dike. Well, Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions became unloyal when All-Star sued Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo Alvarez owed All-Star $8 million. And who paid that $8 million lawsuit? Who paid that? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay, I'm just a drunk of the mic. You know what I'm saying. Let's see. Let me see. An older case mentioned in search results where All Star Boxing sued Canelo and Golden Boy, alleging that they interfered with a pre-existing contract. A jury ultimately ordered Canelo to pay $8.5 million to All Star Boxing in 2016. A jury ultimately ordered Canelo to pay $8.5 million to All Star Boxing in 2026 because Canelo Alvarez's excuse was that they gave him the contract in English and he didn't understand what he signed. Same thing in the future with Golden Boy Promotions and Canelo when he lacked the most lucrative deal in boxing history, that he didn't understand what he signed. Became a pattern, right? Who paid that $8.5 million for Canelo Alvarez? Loyalty. See, Canelo wasn't loyal to All-Star Boxing. That's why he lost the lawsuit. But the person that picked him up had the money to pay it for him. That's the loyalty. So when it transpired at a time when Canelo Alvarez could have walked away from Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions when everybody else went to PBC, Canelo consciousness, Diablo, I can't leave because he did look out for me on this one. So it wasn't so much that Canelo Alvarez was Canelo Alvarez did the right thing. He's a cool dude for not leaving Golden Boy Promotions and stuff like that to go to PBC. That was the narrative. That's what they made it look like. Like Canelo Alvarez is just a real one. No, Oscar De La Hoya was a real one to be paying off what your lawsuit that you lost with All-Star Promotion. You was obligated to be loyal to Oscar De La Hoya. You was obligated to be loyal to Golden Boy Promotions because they paid your tab. They paid your fuck up. The narrative is Canelo Alvarez kept it real, and when everybody left Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez stood. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm telling y'all. That in boxing, yeah, there's people that they could be promoters and managers and stuff that could snake the fighter, but sometimes the fighters son mal agradecidos también. Sometimes the fighters are the snakes as well. I would love to, but they're not speaking. I wish, because I respect Virgil Ortiz, man. He's one of my, I respect Virgil. And to be honest, man, look, this is what I really feel. I think the victim of all of this is Virgil. I know my strong gut feeling is that Virgil don't want nothing to do with this. And he's just letting things unfold. He don't want no problem. He just want to fight. He just want to fight. We heard enough how Virgil feels about Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotion. That was just a couple of months ago. He's cool. Eric Gomez says, we love you, Virgil. And Oscar De La Hoya hasn't even thrown Virgil Ortiz under the bus. Yeah. The restraining order says, yeah, Virgil Ortiz, but it's not Virgil Ortiz. I'm gonna give you an example. This is Virgil Ortiz versus Golden Boy Promotions, but it's not Virgil Ortiz, the fighter. It's not him. It's not him. I don't think it's him. It's not him. That's almost when Devin Haney sued Ryan Garcia, but it wasn't Devin Haney. Bill Haney is the one that told Devin Haney to sign this off. Bill is the one that was suing Golden Boy Promotions and wanted that money that the New York State Athletic Commission gave Golden Boy Promotions back. It was Bill's plan to sue Ryan Garcia, but it wasn't Devin Haney that told, yo, Dad, let's sue Ryan Garcia. He just signed it off, and that's what Virgil was doing in this situation. He's just signing off the plans that his team have. That's what it's doing. Virgil Ortiz doesn't have beef with Oscar. Virgil Ortiz Jr. does not have beef with Oscar. The power structure, the power entities, the handlers have beef with each other. Golden Boy Promotion and Oscar De La Hoya have beef with Rick. Rick have beef with them right back. You remember Eddie Hearn just several weeks ago said, I'm not here to talk to any manager. I'm not here to talk to any manager. I'm not here to talk to no Rick. And then all of a sudden in this interview, we spoken to Rick. It's just a sad situation because this is the nature of the beast, man. It's the nature of the beast, man. And guess what? It's gonna happen again. It's been happening to Oscar De La Hoya his whole career. You know who's gonna be next? Allegedly, probably, Kid Austin. They're gonna take Kid Austin to a level like they took Virgil Ortiz and they took Ryan Garcia, and then Kid Austin may turn around and say, you know what? Let's sue this guy. We got to get out of this contract. Give me a sec. We would like to know what changed too much. Exactly, RDK. Shout out to RDK. Exactly. We would like to know what happened in the last 2 months. But we know. You understand? Look, RDK, we're not going to get the fully answer. This is the sport of boxing. Ain't nobody going to be like, this is what it is. He's not going to say that. Because a lot of things happen behind the scenes. You see how there's a lot of drama when it comes to like YouTube boxing and YouTube boxing content creators, and people debate and people have dialogues and people be on the panel and stuff like that. Let me tell you like this. Behind the scenes in the sport of boxing is way more entertaining. It's way more entertaining. And then you can't, and this is true when it comes to the sport of boxing, you can't take nothing personal because eventually everybody will be working together again. Just like Canelo Alvarez for Jaime Munguia, and PBC had to work with Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya had to be on that stage. Just like Frank Warren had to work with Eddie Hearn because Turkey outshakes power of bringing these promoters together. They had to swallow their pride. Let's work again. In boxing, you cannot take anything personal because you will work with that person again. You will be friends. You will be friendly. You're going to have fighters. You will have to go through purse bids and stuff like that and mandatory fights. Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank sue the PBC. Guess who's working together, folks? PBC and Golden Boy Promotions. They went to war. They was at war. It was literally at war. But guess what? PBC and Golden Boy Promotions to this day have the most lucrative pay-per-view event in Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia of this generation. Or they was at odds. So even if Virgil Ortiz finds his way to be in Matchroom boxing, fans is going to appreciate it because Virgil Ortiz, boost end is going to be easily made. Matchroom boxing will have the 154-pound division on lock. It will be easier to make some fights because they do have the Connor Benz, the Josh Kelly. They have the Boots Ennis. They will have the Virgil Ortiz. They have the Bam Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? They have some great. They got Richardson Hitchens in the 140-pound division that can have fights with the likes. You know, Eddie Hearn is working with Turkey Al Sheikh lined up. They're getting fund. The Zone is funding Matchroom boxing more than any other promoter. So of course, I understand Rick, Virgil Ortiz manager. I understand his move. He works for Virgil. The best interest is for Virgil. The best interest is not for Golden Boy Promotions. You understand? So Rick, as a manager, oh man, he's a shark. He's doing what he got to do. Ain't no feelings in this. I understand him. Me as a boxing fan and a supporter, and what I've seen, and the support that Rick, Virgil manager, have showed me, the acknowledgement and respect that Oscar De La Hoya have shown me, me realistically, it's just like if you have two people that respect you and acknowledge you in a world that you could go when nobody show you respect. These guys have showed me and gave me an acknowledgement that I don't get a lot. And they in precision. So when Rick, I'll say this publicly, you said that I'm just being loyal to a person that has been good to me in reference to Oscar De La Hoya. No, I'm being loyal to the team. I think you guys are a great team. I think you guys work on or like a well-oiled machine in terms of promotion, management, fighter, trainer. You guys have a dream team. You have one of the greatest trainers in Robert Garcia. You got a wonderful fighter in Virgil Ortiz. You have a wonderful father in Virgil Ortiz Sr. You have the top 3 manager in the sport of boxing. You got a network, or could have a network, and you got Golden Boy Promotions. Oscar De La Hoya, who knows the ins and outs and know how to be the best in the ring, and have established a company well over 20 years and could tell Virgil Ortiz things that no other promoter in terms of the art of boxing and the business of boxing. He has a great team behind it, and it's genuine. It's genuine because Oscar De La Hoya and Virgil Ortiz was a team, and Oscar De La Hoya helped out the Ortiz family that had nothing to do with business. That was genuine respect and genuine love for what the Ortiz family was going through and being a helping hand for the benefit of Virgil Ortiz Jr. There's nothing wrong with loyalty today, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Loyalty could be rich as well. And that's all I'm saying. So I got a lot of love for Rich. I got a lot of love for Oscar. I got a lot of love for Golden Boy Promotion. I got a lot of love for Virgil Ortiz Sr. And I got a lot of love for Virgil Ortiz Jr. And this is what I'm saying publicly. You know what I'm saying? I just wish that you guys could defeat anybody that's trying to break y'all apart. That's what I'm saying. And I know in the sport of boxing, it don't got to be like that. It's business. But I feel like y'all all have done a wonderful job with Virgil Ortiz. You know, why let any other entity break that up? You know what I'm saying? Fighters do come and go. And for Virgil, just remember, yeah, you could get a good deal, right? And if you lose, they ain't going to treat you like Oscar and Golden Boy Promotions. Because Golden Boy Promotions for Virgil Ortiz is like a family business. They're like family. Well, Eddie Hearn and them, they just business partners. And just like you saw how Opatai left, and even Eddie Hearn said, well, Opatai doesn't sell nothing or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The difference is, you see how even Eddie Hearn, when he don't promote that fighter and that fighter leaves, he'll show you his true colors. Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, everyone will be like, we love Virgil. This ain't about Virgil. We got a lot of love for Virgil. Got a lot of love for his dad. It's a difference. And Virgil Ortiz Jr., you were at, and yeah, facts, RDK. You at an age, speak up. Speak up. Everybody is fighting. Everybody is saying your name here and there. Don't go behind the closed doors. Don't hide out. Speak up. This is your business. This is your business. This is your life that you put on the line. Speak up. You have public, you got a mic, you got accounts. Speak up. I remember when Amanda Serrano got to a point when she had to speak up, she spoke up and she said, I'm tired of people treating me like I'm a toy. And Amanda Serrano, who never spoke, had to speak up for herself. Okay, she see the team, she see the Eddie Hearn, she seen the Lou DiBella, she's seen everybody speak for her, she's seen this, and she wait, she put a stop to that. And she put a stop to that. I'm not no toy, bro. Y'all could just, just go back and forth and handing me around and stuff like that. No. Wait a minute. And at this point, Virgil Ortiz got to speak up. Y'all already know, man. Tomorrow we back at it. We're going to be talking about the predictions. I'm going to make the predictions tomorrow with the Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. We're going to make the predictions with Gary Antoine Russell versus I forgot his name. The Japanese guy. We're going to be talking about Richardson Hitchens and Oscar Duarte. I think that's I'm rooting for Richardson Hitchens. But that fight just smells like an upset to me. I don't know why. I just look at that like, damn, that's a risky fight for Richardson Hitchens, bro. Motorsports in the building. That's a risky fight. But good looking out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Smashing the like button and supporting the channel today, man. Peace and love to everybody, all the members, man. I thank you, Caesar, man. Appreciate you a lot, man. Hopefully the members, y'all stay, throughout the whole year, man. And probably I'm gonna do some content just for the members and stuff like that. I think we got enough members where I'm like, let's just do content with some members. I got some videos that I never really put out there. What's up, Gold? And God first, everything second, fight plus survive equals shoot champions. We're sons and daughters of the Most High. The best investment you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Hope everything works out for Virgil Ortiz, Golden Boy Promotions, Rick, and boxing is going to be striving, man. I think 2026 is going to be an incredible year. I don't mind seeing a Boots Ennis versus Josh Kelly. I don't mind seeing a unification bout versus Josh Kelly and Xander Zayas. I don't mind seeing Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis. I wish that Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis could actually be for something. And I can't wait for next month. And Keith, ladies and gentlemen, go check out that interview with Keith and Tom Thurman and Andre Berto. The new channel is called Square Up. Check out, this is Keyshawn Davis, New Gear. I support boxing. Y'all know I've been supporting Keyshawn Davis since day one. Go check out this attire is probably one of the best they got out right now. Keyshawn Davis, clothing and stuff like that. Here to promote. You already know, man. We break it down on bossy, logically, and objectively. Prayer goes to all. Again, shout out to the loyal fan base. Hopefully my brother, you already know, Queso doing very, very good. Boxing talk. Shout out to my brother Rap. Shout out to all the boxers. Shout out to all the boxing content creators doing their thing. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.